Hello, this is James. Good to meet you, everyone. Um, as you know, I have my own bar in Seoul in Hongdae, and I've met many kinds of customers for the past 2 years since I opened the bar in 2016 December 31st. That was the last day in 2016, and it has been almost a year and a half now. Yeah, it's almost 2 years since it's September. Anyway, sometimes I've thought that why do we leave? Are we chasing for making much money in our lives to be rich, or just to be happy? That happiness, how can we define? Because it's all different to everyone. Someone might want to be really rich so that they can buy a very expensive car like Ferrari or Lamborghini, or a huge apartment or a house. What about you guys? Why do you leave, and what makes you feel happy? Recently, I've thought um, there is a one Korean poem which I learned when I was high school student, and yeah, recently I've thought that that poem can give us some kind of answer for defining our happiness. Um, let me read the point for you. That that was written in Korean, but I found on Google that someone translated it into English. But well, since my major is English education, so I can speak English and I can make my own version of this poem in English. But let me read this point first, and if there is something more that I have to add, then I'll tell you. First of all, I'll read it in Korean. It's called Returning to. Oh, it's a bit back to heaven. And in Korean, it's 귀천. 귀 is like returning, and 천 is sky. But in this situation, we can say it's heaven. 귀천. 천상병. 나 하늘로 돌아가리라. 새벽빛 와 닿으면 쓰러지는 이슬 더불어 손에 손을 잡고 나 하늘로 돌아가리라. 노을빛 함께 단 둘이서 기슭에서 놀다가 구름 손짓하면은 나 하늘로 돌아가리라. 아름다운 이 세상 소풍 끝내는 날 가서 아름다웠다고 말하리라. Sorry that in the middle that I a little bit mumbled, because I get nervous when I read poem, because I should not make mistake in reading. Anyway, now I'm going to read English version of this poem, and apparently Alex Rose sounds man, right? Alex, or female. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, Alex Rose, someone translated it, and I'll add some more details in English as well. Back to heaven. 천상병. I shall go back to heaven, hand in hand, together with a dew fading at the soft touch of dawn. I shall go back to heaven, at sunset, together, just we two playing at the shore when the clouds beckon. I shall go back to heaven. And on the day this beautiful outing ends, I'll go and I'll say it was beautiful. Yeah, again, I made a little bit of mistake in reading. Anyway, the point is the poet he himself thought that these all human beings in on the earth at some point, I would say that our lifetime is 100 years. So most of the people 100 years later, we will go back to heaven. Or some people say that if they commit sins or crimes, then they shall go to hell. But it doesn't really matter. The point is, when our lives as a human beings it's over, the poet he himself said this that the time on the earth as a human being, he took it, he treated it, he thought it as a kind of excursion. The Alex Rose when that the poem that he translated, there is no any word excursion, but in Korean version, the original one said the life it is as a excursion. Excursion, that word, I don't think we don't use that much. I don't know because I'm not that native speaker, but we can say it's picnic or any kind of like journey in our life. So we start from the age 0 to 100 years. Then this short lifetime period on the earth, we can say that it's a short journey in our eternal existence as a soul. So, to make it simple and short, what I want to tell you is, yeah, 100 years as a human beings, you can say that it's quite long or very short. So most of people, when they were young, and they were teenagers, they study hard to go to good university, because people think that entering to good universities can guarantee you safety and stable job in your life to make a good money with your jobs. But and then what? If you can make much money, then can you be happy? You can think of this. Some of people after getting lottery, after winning the lottery, they become a millionaire or a billionaire. And then you can see that you can see some kind of news and articles. What next? After they won the lottery, and then they just spend their money so fast, just wasting their life and money so fast, because they have never had that much amount of money in their life, so they don't know how to control and manage their wealth. So they just buy expensive cars and yacht or land or housings or clothes, whatever it is, most of the material things. Then sometimes the conmen will contact to those the people who got lottery, who won the lottery, because the conman can smell that the wealthiness, and they try to steal the money from them, which means most of people, they after winning the lottery, they get divorced, they get drugged. Not that much many good happy endings. most of the time it's a sad endings, which means the money cannot make you happy. Money can be a part of a tool to make your life happy, but at the same time, it can be a poison in our lives. I've read an article. Some the people in Bangladesh. It's not a very rich country, but the most of people there actually are very happy in their lives, which means they are satisfied with their life. Nobody can define that what brings us the real happiness. It's all up to us, um, from our lives, what we take as a priority. For me these days, um, I used to be a teacher and I've made 2 million. That's like $2,000 per month, and these days it's a little bit more than the teaching job since I have run my own bar. But that the difference of the money income actually doesn't change my life happier. It's pretty much the same, or sometimes it's more stressful because I have to hire more, not not more, but I have to hire people to run a bar, the bartenders, and if the customers don't come that many, then the nights that the profit goes down. Then I getting worried about the situation. So I I try not to take my financial situation as a standard of my happiness in my life. Uh, I'm trying to focus on more like something spiritual and psychological happiness, like mental happiness. Um, if I become rich and if I can eat and spend like $50 for one meal, people say that, wow, he's rich and I envy him because he's having $50 meal only for one meal. But I don't, and I have never done that. Most of the time, I just spend $3 to $8. Oh, in every word in every country is that's pretty much the same. I think some milk and bread or any food or hamburger or anything. Yeah, you spend $5 to $10. For me, I usually go to marketplace to buy a grocery by myself, so the cost gets lower than $5 sometimes. Only $3 can be very satisfying for me. That I can buy some eggs and vegetables and fruits with only $3, which is amazing. Um, so my conclusion for this video today. My conclusion for this video today is if you are being suffered by many of things surrounded in your life, then just one step away from your reality and just think of it. What actually can make you feel happy? And if you are struggling too much to achieve something, then it might be not your happiness, and actually it's some kind of bad curse in your life. I'll give you one last example in my life, and then I'll just finish this video for today. I used to be a movie actor. Still, I'm working on it. If there is any chance to be in the movie, then I'm willing to be cast as just a short role is okay. Um, and yeah, I'm not that much famous or popular, but the thing is, like 4 to 5 years ago, when I was suffered by this dream to be an actor, I just realized I thought if I become a famous actor or an actor, I thought I would be happy. But if I have no enough chance to be an actor, then most of the time I just have to wait for the right time. Then the time period actually hurts me. It's so stressful because I want to achieve it, but I cannot make it happen because my life is mine, but the choice to be chosen as an actor in the movie, it's not my decision. Someone has the power to make a decision to hire me or not. Then, you know, our lives is all ours, but um, being decided by someone else, it's actually very stressful. So I just thought very carefully, what do I really want? Do I really want to be an actor or do I just want to be a famous actor? Famous actor and actor, that's a very big difference. If I want to be an actor, I can just go to on the street or just small theater, then ask that I don't want to get paid. I just want to be on the stage acting. Then someone would hire me, which means the action, the activity itself, acting, if I just like it, and I can do it anytime. Even right now, in front of these cameras, I can act something or someone else. If that's the fun part for me as a hobby. But if I take it as my professional job, then I have to survive with this job to make money to support myself. But every month, if not, I don't have that many acting jobs, then I would make $50 or $500, not more than $1,000. Then, as you know, that's really tough. With a 1,000 less than $1,000 in Seoul, maybe somewhere around in your country, in your city, the 1,000 US dollar can actually make you very um, wealthy life. But in Korea, in Seoul, that's not that. At least I might need 1.5 $1,500 or $2,000 at least to maintain that the basic um, fun life, like sometimes drinking and going out to have some dinner and dating or watching movies or shopping, everything. So the point for today, what I wanted to give you is even your dream to be happy, that dream, if you cannot achieve it, then itself can be very stressful in your life because like I want this, but I cannot have that. It's like one side love. You love someone, but the one doesn't love you, then you get sad and very stressful in that situation. Just like that. Money, dream, that all the things what you are wanting, you are desiring, but if you cannot get it, if you cannot earn that, then that can be a stressful things in your life, the factors. So talk to yourself and find what actually can make you feel happy, And if there are things that you need to give up, then sometimes giving up is not a bad decision. You need to know yourself first, what you can actually have and what actually you really want to have. Then you can go on, you can do your best. At least, even though that the situation itself right now is very tough and stressful, but you have a dream and you have a power and positive the attitude that, oh, someday I can be someone or I can make it happen, then go for it. But if there is no any future or the possibility to make it happen, then just let it go. It actually is hurting yourself and ruining your life, and also wasting of your precious time as a human beings only once on the earth, but chasing something so hard, but you cannot get it. Just let it go. That's better in our life. Just like the poem that I read today, the Back to Heaven, we just take it our life as a picnic. You know, if you just have all good tasty food in your life, but you have never had any bad taste food, then when you go back to heaven, then can you say that you've enjoyed all kinds of food on the earth? Because you had only the fun part. Then you don't know that the bad part. So you cannot that much realize that what's good, what's bad. Because you've only had only good things. To appreciate what we've got and what we really want to um, pursue in our life, it's very all up to yourself. Appreciation. Thank you guys. I hope to see you again very soon. And please subscribe and thumbs up me. Bye.